I want to say this real quick, man, before I go into work. Kevin Samuels was still poor. He was not rich. Was he broke? No. But the way the guy was working, like I said, man, the way the guy was working, he was working like an animal. Rich men do not work like that. Rich men, they show up to work whenever they show up. Think about it, man. If you owned a Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? If you're the boss, would you be sucking down Red Bulls and staying up all night? Right? Nah, hell no. You come into work whenever you come into work. Kevin Samuels was not a wealthy man, bro. He wasn't rich. Now, did he probably have like a couple of million stacked up in the bank? He probably had 2 million in the bank. That was about it, probably in the bank. I didn't count the guy's money, but let's say that let's say he wasn't wealthy. Just by his work ethic, drinking down Red Bulls and stuff like that, that means you're trying to keep up with something. If homeboy was going through 4 or 5 Red Bulls a day, bro, that means he was trying to keep up with something. That means he was not rich. He was still poor. When you working for your money, you still poor. These rappers and stuff like that, they still poor, bro. All these rappers out here, they still poor because they still working for their money. What happens if they stop working? Right? What happens if they stop working? They go back to being poor again. Okay, well they wasn't wealthy. They wasn't rich. Okay? If Young Thug stopped touring, he stopped rapping, what happens? Back to the fucking, ghetto you go. That nigga go right back to the hood, bruh. I'm tired of people saying, well, Kevin Samuels, he was a multi-millionaire. He had this. No, he wasn't a multi-millionaire. He probably had a couple of million in the bank, but that don't make you a millionaire, bruh. You see what I'm saying? He probably had less than that in the bank. So what I'm saying is that Kevin Samuels was not rich. I'm tired of people thinking that Kevin Samuels was rich. Nah, he made it look like he was rich. Just because you driving fancy cars and stuff and eating at, high-end restaurants, that don't make you rich, bro. Kevin Samuels, he was just getting started. He only had that YouTube channel, for like a few years? Dude homeboy was showing up to he was showing up to like interviews and stuff. The guy had 1 million followers. That's not rich. That's well off, but that's not rich. Just because you got 1 million followers, it don't make you rich, bro. Yeah, he's pulling in, some figures and stuff, 6 figures, 7 figures. He's pulling in that, but you're not rich because if you stop working for your money, what happens? Bam, you go back to being normal, just like the rest of us. Simple as that. So stop going around talking about, Kevin Samuels, he was rich, he was this and that, he was doing big things. No, he wasn't. And he wasn't successful before he found YouTube. Now, from what I hear, he was a college graduate. I can't even say it. He was a college graduate, right? So, but that don't make you rich. Yeah, you're a high earner. You know, you're a high earner. He's always talking about high earning, high earning, high earning. Yeah, you a high earner, but you're not rich. You're not wealthy. Because if a nigga stop going to work for 6 months, let's say 6 months, you stop working. What happens? What happens, you know, if he stops working, you know, what happens if he stops working, you know, after 6 months? They come to get the house. They come to get your luxury vehicles. Okay? They come to get the suits that you rented. They coming to get everything. So yeah, did he have a few, you know, 100,000, maybe $1 million, 2 million in the bank? Yeah. Because if a man got a few million in the bank, he can make himself look like he's doing something big. But that's not doing big, man. That's small change. That's paper change. Kevin Samuels had paper change, bro. I mean, not paper change. He had chump change. That was nothing, bro. Could he retire for the rest of his life? No. Because if he had enough money to retire, he wouldn't have been working so goddamn hard and pushing himself, always wanting to do more. No, at nearly 60 years old, you can't be doing that, bro. That's close to retirement age. Nah, you're supposed to be up on the island sun, you know, drinking water or coconut water. You know what I'm saying? Not drinking Red Bull. This is the reason why I'm working hard so right now, man. Like in my 40s, I want to get that paper, hit a few jackpots so I can retire for the rest of my life, bro. You see what I'm saying? I want to retire for the rest of my life. I don't want to be out there working like a horse. You know, getting whipped like a horse. You see what I'm saying? Guys gotta get it twisted, bro. You gotta know what's wealthy, the difference between wealthy and the difference between a high earner. Let's say a high earner, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, man, if you stop working, they coming to get the car, they coming to get the house, right? They coming to get everything. You know. Yeah, he had bread, but you gotta understand. Let me tell you something, Fly. You gotta know the difference between high earning and being rich. There's a difference, bro. Yeah, he had bread, but he wasn't wealthy. Go do your homework on wealthy people, bro. Why was he? If he had bread, why was he working so hard? Why was he sucking down 6 Red Bulls a day? To me, that's not wealthy, bro. Please, just stop. Just stop. He didn't have bread like that, bro. Why was he sucking down Red Bulls? You asked me. You asked me that. Answer that question. Why was he sucking down Red Bulls if he was so wealthy? How come he didn't get good doctors and stuff if he had bread? Why was he not getting his sleep? Why was he off 2 hour, 3 hour sleep? Why? That's not wealthy, bro. That's called struggling. He's still struggling. Yeah, he can eat at restaurants. He can stay in the nicest neighborhoods and stuff like that. But, bruh, why was he doing YouTube videos, live streaming for 3 or 4 hours, bruh? And doing it on a regular basis? That's not wealthy, my friend. That's not wealthy. That's called struggling. He was still struggling to maintain a lifestyle that he wanted to maintain. He wanted the high-end cars. He wanted, the high-end women, okay? He was getting that. But he had to work. That's called poor, my friend. He was poor still. To me, look, to me and you, Kevin had bread. He had some money. He had more than the average person. He had more than the average person. But was he rich? No. Was he wealthy? No. Because he would have been caught in a nice multi-million-dollar house, not a fucking apartment, okay? Rich, wealthy men, they use apartments for like parties. If you think about it, man, if you was wealthy, if you had a lot of money, would you be owning an apartment or a house? The first thing you would do, if you're wealthy, you'll buy a house. He was in an apartment, bro. Come on, man. He was in a luxury apartment. That's not rich. You know what I'm saying? Why was he sucking down Red Bulls if he was rich? Look, Mike Tyson was a high earning motherfucker. These boxers are high earners. Okay? What's truly wealth? What's real wealth, bro? It's Floyd Money Mayweather. The guy don't have to box ever again. You see what I'm saying? The guy don't have to box. I take that back. I don't really know what Mayweather's bank account really is. It's hard to tell with all that spending that he do. So I take that back. I'm just saying, bro, these niggas are not wealthy. What's wealth, bro? Let me tell you what's real wealth, my friend. Where you can lay up in your crib and fuck bitches all night long without having to get up and do anything. When you could just sit back in your house and just let the dollars roll in. That's wealth, bro. That's wealth. When the money is working on its own, you're not working for your money. You are a high paid individual when you're still working for your money, bro. I told you niggas. Let me start my shit. I'll be back on with a part 2, bro. When you are working for your money, you are just like the rest of us, bro. It's just like you're a high paying employee, bro. That's all it is. Because if you would have took away his YouTube channel, that would have took a big dent out of his pocket, bro. Okay? YouTube was his main source of income, bro. That's not wealthy, bro. That's doing well. He was doing very well for himself. He was able to buy the nice luxury cars, eat the finest foods and stuff like that, which probably killed him. You know, eating at them high-end restaurants and shit with all that salt and shit like that. You know, cholesterol going up out of the roof. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's just like he was doing well, but he wasn't like wealthy rich. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens if he stops working, right? They come to get the house, car. He go back to being a low paying guy. I mean, a low earning guy. I mean, he goes back to being a low earning guy. Say he wasn't different from all of us, bro. He just had a high earning salary from YouTube. Simple as that. I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Peace out. Take care and bless.